Love is supposed to be the most powerful force in the world. It can heal, protect, and inspire. But sometimes, love takes a darker path. When passion becomes obsession and loyalty turns to bloodshed, love stories become horror stories. Together, some couples became far more dangerous than they ever could have been alone. These are the chilling stories of lovers who murdered together, partners in life and partners in crime. In the early 1930s, Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow captured America's attention. To some, they were folk heroes, rebels against the system during the Great Depression. But the truth was far darker. They robbed banks, killed police officers, and left behind a trail of violence. Bonnie, a young waitress with dreams of poetry and fame, met Clyde, a small-time criminal, and their love became inseparable from crime. Together, they traveled across the South, robbing, stealing, and killing to survive. Their spree lasted 2 years, leaving at least 13 people dead. Their love story ended in May 1934, when law enforcement set up an ambush. Bonnie and Clyde's car was riddled with over 150 bullets, killing them instantly. Crowds later gathered to see their bullet-ridden bodies, cementing them as legends of crime and passion. Decades later, Canada was haunted by a nightmare couple, Paul Bernardo and Karla Homolka. Paul appeared charming to the world, but beneath his smile hid a predator known as the Scarborough Rapist. When Karla met him, instead of running, she became his partner in horror. The couple committed brutal crimes together. In 1990, Karla even gave her own sister, Tammy, to Paul as a twisted gift. Tammy died after being drugged and assaulted. This was only the beginning. Over the years, Paul and Karla kidnapped, tortured, and murdered multiple young women, filming their crimes on videotape. During the day, they looked like a normal married couple, attending social events and living in suburbia. But behind closed doors, they were monsters. Paul was eventually sentenced to life in prison, while Karla struck a plea deal and served only 12 years. Her release sparked outrage, as many believed she was equally guilty. In England, Fred and Rose West became symbols of horror. Their home on 25 Cromwell Street in Gloucester was a house of nightmares. For decades, they lured women and young girls inside, including their own children, subjecting them to torture, abuse, and murder. Fred, already violent, found in Rose not just a partner, but someone who shared his darkest desires. Their crimes began in the early 1970s, and over time they killed at least 12 people. Victims were often buried beneath the floorboards or in the garden, their secrets hidden in plain sight. The West's house eventually became infamous as the House of Horrors. In 1994, their reign of terror ended when police discovered human remains buried beneath their home. Fred committed suicide in prison, but Rose was convicted of 10 murders and sentenced to life without parole. Their crimes remain some of the most disturbing in British history. Long before dating apps, personal ads in newspapers offered lonely hearts a chance at romance. But for Raymond Fernandez and Martha Beck, these ads became hunting grounds. Known as the Lonely Hearts Killers, the pair targeted single women in the 1940s. Raymond seduced women by promising love, while Martha, his devoted lover, often posed as his sister to gain trust. Together, they swindled and murdered women who believed they had found companionship. Their spree left at least 17 victims, though some believe the number was higher. What made their story unforgettable was the twisted devotion between them. Even after being caught, tried, and sentenced to death, they declared their love until the very end. In 1951, they were executed side by side in the electric chair. From Bonnie and Clyde to the Lonely Hearts Killers, these couples proved that love, when corrupted, can become deadly. Together they shared romance, power, and blood. They remind us that sometimes the most dangerous weapon is not a gun or a knife, but blind devotion to the wrong person. Love may conquer all, but sometimes it conquers in the darkest way imaginable. If you want more chilling true crime documentaries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because behind every love story, there might be a nightmare.